got to talk about the latest rapper to go on Vlad TV and describe using force and a deadly shooting occurring, and they're on the interview talking about it. Last guy got big shoes to follow. The last guy who was on here talking about this kind of thing was BTB Savage, and that didn't end very well. Now,
Mm.
so
Maybe Vlad is. This is what Vlad do.
this is what he does, but I mean, you know me, this is newsworthy. I'm not mad at Vlad for covering something that's newsworthy. A rapper had to kill somebody. We want to know about that.
Right.
Now, if you're not familiar with this story, y'all go ahead and tap in with Vlad. Watch the clip that just dropped. It's less than 8 minutes long. You'll hear Hurricane Chris describe that the last time he was on a Vlad interview, Vlad was sensitive about the subject since he still had a case open. A lot of people want to say Vlad the police. This is a situation where Hurricane Chris is saying that Vlad showed restraint. He let Hurricane Chris come back when the case is closed to speak in more detail. Uh, he's now fresh off beating a second-degree murder charge. He was facing life in prison, and this all stemmed from him being uh, he was driving a 2016 Mercedes. It was registered stolen because the car was in the ex-girlfriend's name. Even though the ex-girlfriend never drove the car, never really possessed the car, he just put it in the girl's name. You know how we tend to do sometimes.
Yeah.
That ended up going left because him and the girl got into a little fallout. He said he ain't rocking with her no more and he leaving. So the next morning she decided to report the car stolen. So fast forward to him at a gas station talking with a friend. He's sitting up at a gas station talking with a guy that he knows from around the way, known for years, when he notices somebody breaking into his car. I guess the AR-15 wasn't far away. Hurricane Chris was able to get to the AR-15. There was witnesses out there. He trained the weapon on him, told the guy back away from the car. The guy get to reaching. Hurricane Chris back up, create some distance, and the guy keeps reaching and threatening Hurricane Chris verbally. It ended with the guy getting deleted at the gas station. And even though there were witnesses, even though Hurricane Chris stayed on the scene and dialed 911, police still tried to use his words against him and lock him up. And he had to fight for his goddamn life. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy, Hurricane. Yeah.
Now, I'm just trying to let this be a lesson, a teachable moment to people. All of this talking about sliding, initiating force, giving threats online, talking about what you're going to do to somebody, and y'all thinking that y'all going to get away with this. Y'all making it real easy for the police. This is an example of somebody that did the right thing. He's shooting in self-defense. Had witnesses around. He even so much as told witnesses to look behind the guy, see what he's reaching for. Seems like he might have been scared for his life. He seemed like he was being sincere. And with all of that, even though there was this whole thing was taped, there's footage of this. The man had to fight for his life.
Man, they had footage of this. That's crazy.
Footage of this. So just imagine how hard it would be for you to beat a self-defense case if you threatening somebody back and forth online. You know, you want to go pick up a gun because you don't like the way a nigga talk.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It's not as easy as people make it out to be to get away scot-free with something like this. So it's something to think about. Um, do you think that there will be any backlash for Hurricane Chris the way that we saw some backlash for BTB Savage? Could it be somebody that loves this guy and doubles back, spins the block? Because Hurricane Chris is talking about the murder on Vlad.
I mean, that's Louisiana. I,
I don't
I
know where he was at when the murder happened. It might have been Texas. I don't know. I don't want to confirm right now.
But
I
if
don't
he,
want to confirm.
you know, maybe all right. But he seemed like he prepared and ready. So I don't think this don't seem like another B2B Savage. Seemed like he wasn't expecting nothing. But this guy seemed like he was on point.
BTB Savage was expecting. They asked him about that during the interview, and he said that yeah, they might try to come back, but I'm gonna get active. So I don't
Yeah,
agree with your assessment.
one who got active. Your girl got active, bro. So it was like for him,
Uh,
huh?
he got active as well. He had to fight his way off of a guy. I mean, he was fighting for his life. The guy tried to shoot him allegedly, and there's tape, there's footage of that as well. But you got to think. You said that BTB Savage wasn't expecting somebody to come back.
Oh, but he
He
was.
said during the interview
Yeah.
that the guy's family might come back and they're real dudes. He say they might come back, but if they do come back, I'm gonna get active. But nobody, I don't know how many people are really
Can't get that.
expecting to get gunned
Yeah.
down. You could get active and it could still
Yeah.
not go your
Yeah.
way. So that's why I'm saying, like, now let's bring it back to what I'm saying. You saying Hurricane Chris is ready and BTB Savage wasn't ready. Is it possible that he thinks he's ready, just like BTB Savage thought he was ready, and he's putting himself out there? Like, should he maybe have not talked about this?
Yeah. I mean, maybe he shouldn't have talked about it. But right, I can't give you. He probably needed the money. He just beat a case. He probably ran out. I'm hearing Vlad paying like 40, 50 bands.
I
So
don't know if he's getting that. Maybe Boosie gets that. I don't know if Hurricane Chris is getting 40 bands for the interview. I don't know.
okay,
You
okay.
know.
Well, yeah, that's the only way I can see if he like I talk about my case. But I'm prepared and ready for whatever that come behind this.
Mhm.
I'm
I don't
buying
think
the
it's
fact that it could be. So
mm, what was that? I don't know if I heard you.
I'm buying the fact that he's prepared for whatever comes behind this, knowing that Vlad. I'm pretty sure he came down here and talked and was like, "Yo, look, you know what
Well,
just happened, right?" you know,
he Vlad knew about it since I think 2020, but he just couldn't talk about it. It took him a while to beat the
Vlad
case.
is hurts to me. It's like ever since AR-ab, and I mean, I would be like,
Oh man, are you really serious, bro? Vlad is the curse. These guys are running around threatening people, handling problems with guns, but Vlad is the curse. You don't think it could have had something to do with their lifestyle before coming to
"Yeah,
Vlad?
they had their lifestyle," but it's like Vlad put them on that. Vlad put makes everybody know about their business. You know what I'm saying? So it just put
That
a
could
big
be.
a big target on him.
I don't think that he has the same thing to worry about as BTV Savage, and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't know if you watched this interview, but I noticed a few things about Hurricane Chris. He seemed to be remorseful, he was respectful, and during the incident, the way he describes it is he used a lot of restraint. I think that's a lot easier for people to swallow than what BTB Savage was talking about. BTB Savage even described uh, a time where the guy was begging for mercy and talking about that he had kids, and BTB Savage said he didn't care about his kids and proceeded to finish him off. And I think that was kind of like, when you kind of like twist the knife, I think that kind of like made things worse. It really don't seem like Hurricane Chris is like glorifying what happened. Doesn't seem like he wanted it to happen. It seemed like he really went out of his way to avoid having to do this. But when you're in a position where, I mean, Hurricane Chris said he's seen his life flashing before his eyes. You're in a position where somebody reaching, and this is a brazen criminal that's threatening you after you pulled out a gun, and he might pull out a gun and shoot you. So this is a little bit different to me.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
crazy.
crazy,
Yeah,
crazy.
man.
So
Shout out to Hurricane Cristo, man. He stood tall and had to take care of his business, man. But it's sad that they even charged him when they had the video. He probably had to fight that case and spend a lot of money.
oh
Hopefully that
man,
broke him off, man. But him and
hopefully, but this is gonna raise his status. Catching a body is one of the best things that could happen for your rap career. It's one of the best and worst things that can happen for your rap career.
Yeah.
That's
For
the
real.
crazy thing. That's really all we got. Before we go, though, we got to let people know, especially if you are a repeat viewer, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Help us get to 1,000 subs. We at 880, 881, something like that. Go ahead and push us over push us over the hump, man. Anything you want to say? Leave them with Bob.
Nah, that's it, man. That's
All
it.
right. Well,
Y'all
go
catch.
ahead and get up out of here.
Hey.
Yay.